it's Hides again, back with another video. I'm very excited. Me and the bestie are going to be going out today, and we're going to be doing some thrifting for some used books, hopefully at a pretty decent price. I haven't thrifted books in a long time, just because I'm kind of lazy and I order a lot of them online. I know whether or not that's good, bad, or in between. So we are going to go try to find some thrifted books, and we're going to be taking those and we're going to be filling a local free little library. We have a local coffee shop that's about 5-ish minutes from my house, and they have 2 free little libraries on like the back of their building. So we're going to go try to find some really great stuff that we can put in those free little libraries. Where I live, like, I wouldn't say that I live in a bad neighborhood, but like some people would say this is like the bad side of town. So, you know, people don't have as much money on this side of town. So I'm really hoping to find some really good stuff to be able to put in those libraries. So if people don't have access to getting newer books, to getting something, you know, that is somewhat fairly newly released. I know that there are some folks that, we do have our public libraries. There are people that really don't have access to even get to the public library. So I would love to really start like stuffing these free little libraries on a regular basis. I'm going to be starting with a $50 to $100 budget out of my own personal money. To start putting towards this. This 2024, I wanted to really start doing more community outreach, really start to do more to give back to the community. I really feel like I'm in a place financially now that I can start really doing things from a financial give back as opposed to just like a volunteer hour give back. So this is one thing that I really want to do. I want to spread the love for reading, the hobby of reading, and I feel like this is a really nice way to do that. So hope that we find some good stuff. Hope that you guys come along for the ride, and we'll see if we get anything good at some thrift stores. I am taking a small selection of things from my personal library, either books that I don't think I'm ever going to get around to reading to, books that I read that really just weren't my cup of tea, and I'll be donating some books from my personal library as well. So again, hope to find some good stuff. Hope that you guys join us for the ride, and we will see how the day goes.
Splice Original.
Just got out of our first thrift store for the day. We stopped at Ohio Thrift. We wound up actually getting 10 books, all in pretty decent condition. Got our 3 middle grade books. This one sounded really cool. It is about a girl in a wheelchair, and she is, everybody expects her to be, quiet and kind of awkward, but she's actually really loud and really friendly. So that was cool. Really liked the inclusion of somebody in a wheelchair. We got Clementine, which I think this is actually really old, because I think I remember these when I was a child, and that was a while ago. And then we have The Secret Garden, and I just want to point out that we got this for $1.99, and when this was purchased it was $1. This is what we call inflation, baby. But still, it's fine. It's in great condition. Our next book is a book probably for like middle schoolers, high schoolers. And this is about, I believe that they're immigrants, and they are at a privileged school, and they're just trying to find like acceptance, being in a privileged place as immigrants. So that sounded kind of cool. Our next 2 are actually memoirs, and they are written in like poems. So I think that those would be really interesting. I've never heard of this one. I have heard of this one, and it is on my TBR/wish list. So I'm not going to keep this copy, but I'll probably pick up my own copy at some point in the future. Our next guy is American Marriage. This sounds like it might be a romance, and it's following two newlyweds, and it sounds interesting. You know me, I love a good romance, so picked that one up, again in great condition. We got a copy of Where the Crawdads Sing, and that's in great condition. Not that I'm giving you a great viewpoint of that, but again, $1.99. And then we got two thrillers. So I know that a lot of people love some thrillers. I know that this is obviously very popular because it was turned into a movie. So got this for $1.99. Got this for $2.99. So we got 10 books for $25. I'm actually here with the bestie.
Hi.
So when I refer to my bestie either on Instagram or on one of these videos, this is who I'm talking about every time. Like every single time. So we're out doing a little bit of shopping, so we're going to be off to the next store. So can't wait to bring you along. Bye.
Splice Original.
Just finished with our second stop. We went to one of the public libraries. I had to take my glasses off because they're transition lenses, and had to take the hoodie off because girl be sweating today. We wound up getting 12 books. Now, mind you, some of them are like little kids books, but for $8. That's a great sale. So we got a couple of like the little like picture books. This one's like the cute kind that has like the little sensory options for like little kids. I know I love these when I was a little kid. So got a couple of those to add. We got a couple of like the cute little like thin books. We got a Scooby-Doo, which I mean, what kid doesn't love some Scooby-Doo? And we got some science. I don't know how many kids are into science these days, but maybe. And just a couple other like really cute ones to add. So excited that we were able to find some younger books to be able to add to the collection. Got a copy of Perks of Being a Wallflower, which I think most people have probably heard of at this point or seen the movie. So I think that that's going to be a good addition. Read this book myself, really enjoyed it. Got this, and I believe that this is a book geared towards high school, and it sounds like it's about like friendship and just like it sounds like they were in like their senior year and just kind of like going through the experience of like senior year in high school. It just looks cute. It sounded cute, so added that. This just was a vibe for me, so we just purchased because of the vibe and vibe alone, because everybody knows that I love a vibe book. So was there any disappointments for you?
I was a little disappointed that there wasn't as many selections for the adults, but I feel really happy that we were able to find tons of really diverse books for kids.
I agree. So really happy with the selection we were able to find at our public library. If you haven't shopped at your public library, most of them have like a little alcove set aside specifically for books that they're trying to get off of their shelves. So go get some really cheap books. I think all hardbacks were $1 and paperbacks were 50 cents. So really, really cheap at our public library. So just off to the next stop. Again, I think that we've done a really good job. I want to say we've got, what, 22 books?
We had 12 this trip.
And
then the last trip, was it 10?
I think it was 10.
Yeah, 22.
I think it was 22.
Yeah, 22
I don't know why
books.
I'm doing that because that's going to look really bad.
It's okay.
But it's fine. So we're going to be off to the next one, but we've gotten a lot of really good books for pretty inexpensive. So off to the next place, and can't wait to see what we find. Bye.
Slice Originals.
So after just pretending to record myself because we didn't hit play, we're doing great. We're doing great. So we just left Goodwill and we wound up getting 16 books. That's why we're back here in my trunk, because there are so many and they put it in a box. I was like, it's just going to be easier to not mess around in the front seat. But Bestie and I can't be doing anything, going anywhere without getting into a debacle situation. So what happened?
I ended up losing my engagement ring in the bin itself of the books. And so we had to dig through there, and it took a hot minute, but we did find the ring. I think we made it. I don't think that it was that bad, but it was definitely scary.
All I hear is, I'm over here on the one side and she's on the other side. I'm just flinging books, you know, so graceful. Hey, stop throwing books. And, you know, I was like, oh God, I probably hit her. She's like, I lost my engagement ring. And I was like, oh God. This bin of books is a lot of books, like hundreds of books. We're like literally just pulling
like
everything out. Like waist height. We're pulling stuff out. We have piles of books. Like these people, like people are like walking by kind of like side-eyeing us. And I'm like, mind your business. We're on a mission, but we got it. But we did find some great books in the process because we're multitaskers. I was like, are we really sitting here being like, hey, what about this book?
I'm like, have you seen my ring? But also, oh my God, Atlas 6. Yes.
So with a little sidetracking, we did wind up getting really good books. What was it, $22?
$22, yeah.
$22 for 16 books. So we were just out here killing it. So we wound up getting like a couple of like younger books. I actually read this as a child. This was, excuse the weather, it's overcasty in like nasty in Ohio. Yay. So I read this and I was like, I have to get this just simply because it is a nostalgia moment for me. And then we got this, which is so cute. Look at him. I was like, yes. Then we got a couple of really cool like looking books that are like middle grade. Look, it's a signed edition, and I believe that this was a library book, so you know that this is some like good binding. Got again a couple really cool looking middle grade books. This one's just adorable, like celebrate your body. Yes, had to get that. Again, couple of cute little books. We got Adventures of Alice in Wonderland. We actually, in our search to find her ring, found that all three of the Dark Materials trilogy, and they're in like great condition.
Basically brand new. Basically brand new.
Basically brand new. So somebody's getting, if they want the entire like trilogy, they're getting that. We have, now we're going into adult. We have Disability Visibility. I think that that's going to be great for some, you know, I think somebody's going to really get a lot out of this. We got a copy of Atlas 6. This is like near perfect condition. So great book. I think this was $1. got another one from Book of the Month. Look how pretty this is. Like, it was the cover for me, and we love a diverse couple, so had to pick that guy up. And then I found the Game of Thrones. There was 4 books. Somehow Heidi managed to lose the second out of the 4 that we found, so I just picked up the first one in the series. Hopefully somebody will enjoy this. I know that the newest season of House of Dragons is going to be out in like June, so this is going to start getting popular again because of that. And then Heidi found herself, oh my god, look at this hair, wild. Heidi actually found herself a book for her own collection, because everybody knows I'm a big Harry Potter nerd, and I don't believe I have this one in hardback. If I do, this will wind up in the little library as well. So we had a great haul. Again, got a lot of really, really good, high quality books for really cheap. Again, bestie, we were having a moment.
We did it for the plot. I really wanted to go through the bin, and Heidi was like, I don't know if I'm ready for that. So I just had to pull a little stunt for us to find the rest of the books.
It's fine. So we're actually going to go now head over to the little library and stock that up with all of our books. So on to the next stop, and we'll see what is in the little free little library when we get over there. So see you in a few. Bye.
Splice Original.
So we wound up trying to go to the little library behind the coffee shop, and it turns out that doesn't exist anymore. So we found this absolutely adorable little one not too far away that specializes in like banned books, LGBTQ books. So we got a whole selection that we're going to put in here. It's pretty full, so we're going to see what actually fits. So we're going to give it a go.
Splice Original.
Hey there, just got back home from dropping off the books in the free little libraries. I felt like today was really successful. I'm really pleased with the amount of books that we were able to find. Some a little older than some I think were, a little newer on the market. I wouldn't say anything is brand new. Typically speaking, with secondhand books, you're not going to find a ton of like just released this year, but we found a couple that were 2020, 2018. So glad that we didn't have to go too far back, because I like to try to find some more relevant books that people are still talking about today. So I was sitting here doing a little bit of math, and I wound up buying 37 books. Now, one of them I'm keeping for myself, which is that Harry Potter book. So I wound up donating 36 books, and I was doing the math on the totals. For 37 books between the two thrift store, the thrift store, Goodwill, as well as one of our public libraries, I only spent $55, which is insane to think about, because books are very expensive. So I'm really pleased with how much I was able to purchase. And I was definitely like lower in like the budget that I set for myself, which again, like I wanted to stay like between a 50 and 100. That's what I think I'm going to try to do, like month to month, doing like the donations to the free little libraries. Obviously if some life things comes up, then I might not be able to do that every single month, but that's my personal goal going forward. But, yeah, I'm really happy with what we found. It was a fun day. Like, me and the bestie were out. It was just a good time. I'm cold again. That's why I have my hoodie back on. I was like, oh, I'm really hot, because we're like, digging through these books, and then we're like bending down and like, like shuffling everything around, and now I'm like, okay, I'm settled back down and I'm cold again. So, but I am really excited that I wound up finding a copy of this. I know that I've probably stumbled across copies before, but it just for some reason stuck out to me, and I don't have a hardback of The Goblet of Fire. I don't know why. I don't know if it's when I started reading them or what the situation is, but I wound up getting this for $2. And again, like, it's in decent enough condition that, for $2, like, the spine isn't broken or anything. In some of my Harry Potter copies, the spine is actually legitimately broken. But yeah, like, the pages are looking really good and everything. Oh my goodness. This is actually a first edition. That's exciting. I don't know if first edition Harry Potter books are like worth anything, but I don't know. I don't know what like the market price is for these anymore, but it's kind of cool to find a first edition, especially for $2. Like, hello. I probably won't wind up selling these because, again, like, the Harry Potter series is like really important to me. And it's funny, when I was thinking about like buying this book, I realized that I never really did an introduction to myself video, which I think is going to be my next video that I post, just so you know a little bit more about me, a little bit more about where I'm coming from, what I'm kind of all about, and I'm always down to answer questions. I'm a pretty open book. Like, I'm a pretty what you see is what you get kind of a person, so I don't know. I try to be pretty down to earth about things, and I'm just here. Let's spread some knowledge about books. Let's get people excited about reading. Let's do what we can to get some, literature out there for people, because books are expensive. Not everybody has access to be able to enjoy like really good literature. So that's why, like, donating to like the free little libraries is important to me. And why I'm really excited to be able to do this and have the privilege to be able to put money out of my like monthly budget to doing this as a part of like just some like outreach to the community, because it's important to me. Like, getting literature out there is important to me, so that's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm excited about it. Again, really excited for like some of the stuff that I found. So that's all I've got today. Glad you came on the journey with me. Again, if you're liking the stuff that you're seeing, please like and subscribe. Would love to see you with the next video. Comment if you have any questions, if you have any suggestions, anything you'd like to see, any book recommendations. Again, I'm always down for a book recommendation. I cannot promise how soon I will be able to like read any book recommendations, because I got a lot of books. It's fine. It's fine. But anyways. Oh, actually, one last thought before I go. I just realized when I got home that I forgot my books from my personal collection that I was gonna donate to the free little libraries. And I was like, oh, crap. So for next month when I do this video, I'm gonna have those books, and I'm like, I have to remember to actually put them in the car with me before I leave. So, yay. Doing great. And maybe I'll have some more to donate next month, because I'm always going through my collection and weeding things out. We live in a small house. We only have so much space to like put stuff. Like, you see these bookshelves behind me, and I got one more out in the hallway, but we really just don't have a ton of space to like hold stuff. So that's why I'm always trying to get stuff out the door, essentially. So I think I'm actually done this time. Again, thanks for the journey. Thanks for joining today. Hope that you enjoyed watching. Again, like, subscribe, make a comment if you'd like, and hope to see you next time. See ya. Bye.